Hi everybody, here's your final round free video guide with tournament wins for the North 9 Hole Cup here on the channel Expert Division. Please give me a thumb up if you don't mind. Make sure you are a subscriber as well. Loads of drops here for you to have a look at and some tweaks along the way for anything I didn't quite get. But I did get fairly close on a few as well. So put some tokens in there, put some tweaks in, adapt according to your clubs, balls and play style. And you should do pretty well indeed. Good luck everybody. Here we go with hole number 1. Nasty headwind here on this par 4, but we're still going to have a very, very easy eagle in my opinion due to the funnel on the green. Blue ring touching the rough on the right at the top of +10 with the quarterback, and then we swap to our APOC and Thorn bag. 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right, and then we adjust max distance, 10% elevation, power 3, settings. Max +10, power 3. Doesn't take us into overpower with APOC 5 and above. It may do with APOC 4 though, in which case you might need to switch to a higher power ball. But I think you would still be okay even if you were just into a bit of overpower. There is room there. We're going with right curl as shown, full overpower, try and hit perfect. If you want to swap to a higher power ball, make sure it has 3 side spin. And you should get to around 350 yards. If you're a little bit shorter though, it doesn't matter. Second shot, we're going to play rings from min. It's a no spin shot. You don't have to use a precision ball, of course, but it may help you on the drive. So no spin, and we count up rings from min to have the ball guide about 1 cup coming back through the hole and be in the centre of the funnel. You see I move left and right and still that ball guide is going comfortably through the hole. This funnel is very generous. I've dropped this shot with this adjustment with a great left and a great right and a perfect. Rings from min, 0 elevation. For each ring from min you're going to play 1% slider. So for example, if you push up 4 rings from min, you're going to play 4% slider, 0 elevation. Pull over the bullseye, hit perfect, and then you've got a very, very good chance, even with a great ball I think, of an eagle on this par 4. Going with the rocket once again here with this very awkward pin location. We are going to go with just a couple of clicks away from max backspin. So it's kind of 8.6 backspin and 1 bar of left spin. It is an awkward spin to find. And then we're going to position ourselves with the red ring touching the beginning of the fringe and try and find a mini sticky spot. It's not much of one, but there is something there with the ball guide there you can see going into the middle of that dark green square column. So make sure you wiggle left and right a little bit. There isn't a great amount of movement in the ball guide. Should get you in the right place. Min +20, power 3 settings. Might need a wind angle tweak or 2, of course, with these par 3s. Doesn't really matter if you don't have a wind 4 ball. It should work nicely, or at least be close with all Kingmaker wins. Catching the slope and the backspin grabs, and we're getting a very nice hole-in-one. We are going to go with APOC and Sniper here. 5.8 topspin and 3 bars side spin to the right. Landing position as follows. Red ring touching the rough on the right with APOC 5 and 6 at the top of +4. APOC 4, 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough at the top of +10. APOC 7, you will have 20% of the blue ring on the fairway because your rings are smaller because you've got more accuracy. Max +10, P3. 2 balls, right curl, and I'm just finding the point where the circle drops. Took me a while to actually clock where it was, but we got there in the end. So just before circle drop overpower, 2 ball, right curl. Perfect ball away is going to bounce on the fairway, and we're going to get a very nice roll down the middle of this next fairway. And you're looking for a drive distance in the region of 355 yards. Second shot, we're going to add 2.4 backspin, so it's a light 2.5 backspin. Then we are going to find our position as shown. We want to have the ball guide going through the hole by around a green square and a half, so about 1.5 green squares. Ball guide through the hole, as you can see there, a light 2.5 backspin, and then we're going to make an adjustment here. Landing position plus yards, LP on the notepad. 20% elevation, P4 settings, +3 with Sniper 10 is going to be +5 with Sniper 9. In both cases you would use a 77% slider, 20% elevation, and you will need to use sniper 10 numbers. The reason I'm setting the ball guide through the hole so much is, as you could see there, the adjustment takes me into the bunker, so I will lose a bit of distance, but we're bouncing very comfortably on the fairway, rolling onto the green, and just sneaking this one in on the right side for the albatross. We're going to add a first spin here of 3 backspin and 2 right spin, and then we find our position with the second bounce just onto the green, and the ball guide will be pointing at the lower edge of the pin. And you'll see that when I turn the camera where it's just aiming a little bit low edge on the cup. Then I'm doing a respin. I'm just adding here 0.8 backspin. So I'm going 3.8 backspin, keeping my 2 right spin. I would like you to add a little bit more backspin though. I would try 3.9, maybe even a light 4 backspin, because this one misses just high. I like the adjustment though. It is mid plus 20, power 4, using sniper 10 numbers. Like I said, just try a click or 2 more backspin on this one. I didn't have as much time available to put these shots together due to other work commitments, but it got you very close at least, and it's by all means is definitely a tweakable shot for a hole-in-one. There is a blast shot available here, but due to time constraints, just going to show you a layup and then a sniper. We're going with a 1.5 top spin. It's kind of a light 1.5, so call it 1.4, and 3 left spin. Half of the red ring inside the rough on the left with APOC 5 and 6 at the top of plus 10 yards. APOC 4, P3 max rest, that'll be plus 16. You will have 70% of the red ring inside the rough. APOC 7, you will have 30% of the red ring inside the rough at the top of plus 10. Max plus 10, power 3, going with 3/4 ball curl. I'm not doing the overpower reference here, I'm just trying to pull across horizontally, so make sure you're not going for any circle drop or anything like that. Great left might be in trouble here, so if you are a great left hitter you might need to tweak the setup, but we want to roll very nicely with the curl going to around 340 yards. Just need to tweak the aim on this one. I like the spin and I like the adjustment, just need to alter the aim. It's 2.2 top spin, 3 right spin, and then we're finding our position here with the ball guide is going to be about 5 green squares short of the pin, otherwise you're going to come in too hot. And this is all about getting the offset right. You can see here I'm zooming in and I've got the tip of the ball guide just pointing to the middle of the dark green square column. Like I said though, a little tweak needed, and you'll see what you need to tweak by when I take my shot. But I like the adjustment. Plus 8 for a landing position with sniper 10 will be plus 10 with sniper 9, and you will go 90% slider, 0 elevation, power 1 settings, and using sniper 10 numbers. Center the ball and hit perfect, and then we're going to see the speed is very nice here. Not going to be threatening the rough. Rolling onto the green, but just need to offset a little bit more to the right hand side to get your albatross on this par 5. You can play this shot with a Kingmaker, but it will be a shaky needle, so I go with a Lumi or a Precision Lumi. Yellow ring touching the rough at the top of plus 4 with APOC level 5 and above. APOC 4, you will be top of plus 10 with 10% of the yellow ring outside the rough. 5 top spin, 2 right spin. Okay, 5 top, 2 right. Max plus 15, power 3. So regardless of what ball you're using, if you're using a luminary, stay with power 3 settings. Max overpower, 1.5 ball curl to the right. You can see it is a slow needle with a luminary. It will be a pretty shaky needle with a Kingmaker though. If you're worried about a great left, or indeed worried about the proximity to the rough there, then increase the curl by a little amount, maybe 1 3/4 ball curl if you want to tweak it. Second shot, making a bullseye over the rough line check, the dark line, so the darkest rough there, not the first one, plus 6. Then we're going to add spin. 2 bars of backspin, and once we've added spin, we find our landing position, ball guide going to the hole. Once we've done that, it is time to adjust +6, and don't forget it's the darker rough line. We're going to play that 17% slider, 20% elevation, and once again, regardless of the ball that you're using, go with power 3 settings. +5 you'd be nearer, so you'd be 15 slider. +7 you'd be 19% slider. It's 2% per yard. Pull this one over the bullseye, and then you've got a very good chance here. I'm going to hit perfect with my Precision 3 Luminary, just to save myself a bit of time. Bouncing on the green very nicely, and the brakes get applied uphill, and we drop for the eagle. If you are not already aware, there will be a tour rotation going in on Monday morning. That is for season 62. If you would like to join us and support the channel on patreon.com, the address is on screen. We've already sent out the shootout sheets for the new tour rotation, so you get all the shootouts for each tour on one printable page. General elevations may well give you a great head start to get some early wins on the board. Loads more perks available and bonus weekly content over there as well, so please go and check it out if you would like to. Little tweak needed here. I'm going to talk you through it as we go. Red ring touching the rough, blue ring touching the snow. Then we add our spin. We are going with 4.8 backspin and 1 left spin. 4.8 backspin, 1 left spin. Adjustment. In the video I went mid +25 power 3, but this one is over adjusted, so I would recommend as a tweak you go mid +25 power 2 settings. Again, you don't need to use a precision ball. I was just doing that to save time and to eliminate a couple of time consuming great balls. But bear in mind you can play this with the Kingmaker if you want to. Perfect ball, and like I said, just dropping down to power 2 settings would take 0.2 off the adjustment, and you should be in, or indeed even closer, for the hole in 1. Nasty wind angle here. We're going to start with the quarterback. Red ring touching the rough there, bottom left of the red ring touching the rough at the top of +8 yards. Then I'm going to switch to the Thor's Hammer level 6+. With the Thor's Hammer 6, I'm going with as much topspin and as much left spin possible. So that's around 7.8 topspin and about 2.6 left spin. Then I adjust max +10 power 3 settings. And the reason I've put power 3 on is you can switch to a higher power ball if you wish. And that's what I do here. The reason I do that, it is going to give me a slower needle. Obviously make sure that it does still have 3 bars of side spin though, otherwise you're going to mess your setup there. In the end I pick a Kingmaker X because it's the quickest one I could find, and then we go with full overpower, half a ball of curl to the left. However, I would actually go with a bit more curl, and you'll see why. Perfect ball here, bounces on the fairway nice, second time there, but we're getting a bit close to the rough, so I would go with 3/4 ball, maybe 0.8 ball curl, and all being well, you've got an easy wedge for your eagle. Ran out of time here. I wanted to try a power 5 approach, but unfortunately time was against me, so this is a very safe eagle with the Titan. NMT with the Thor's Hammer for the top spin, max top spin, 1 right spin, adjust max +10 power 3. You can use extra mile 9 here as well, but obviously you lose a bit of accuracy. Full overpower. It is a semi-shaky needle, so try and hit perfect. You can go with a berserker if you want to make it even safer, just to get to the green in 2. Like I said, it's a cheap eagle. I'm not really looking for an albatross with the time I had available. Second shot here is just safely to green, half of the clearing inside the rough. This is all about the backspin amount, and you don't want to come in too hot because there are fringe glitches here. You won't be in the rough, but it's nice to putt or have a wedge from the front of the green rather than the back. So with your spin added, make sure the tip of the ball guide is sufficiently away from the fringe. I play max +5 here. It does pull up short. I go with about a ball and a quarter of curl to the right. Like I said, it's a safe and cheap eagle to finish. If you want to attack the pin for the albatross, power 5 ball and a few practice tokens will be the way forward in this par 5. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.